Hi, this video is going to be about a topic that is a little bit scary to talk about, but very necessary. I felt today was the day for me to tell this story. As you can tell by the title, it's about breast cancer. To even say those words is really hard for me still, but I wanted to come on here, share my story. Hopefully it'll help someone who's maybe going through it or has a loved one who's going through it and they don't really know how to cope with it. So here it is. I was 29, I think. Oh gosh, how old am I now? Okay. It was 2017, October, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It's weird how it happened. So I'll go back and I'll tell you initially how I even had a feeling or how I even discovered the lump. So I'm at home in bed, nighttime, and I'm just doing my regular self-exam as they tell you to do, right? So I'm feeling, and I'm like, whoa, something's not right. And I told my husband, hey, come feel this. So he feels it. He's like, oh. And so when he said that, it really made me nervous. My heart starts racing. But I'm trying to put it out of my mind. It's late at night. I'm like, okay, maybe it's nothing. So about a week goes by. I'm still feeling it. It's something. And there is no denying that. So I make an appointment with the doctor, my regular primary doctor. The day comes, I go in, she feels it. She's like, oh, well, maybe, it's just, what did she call it? I think she said, something that a lot of young women get. I forgot the name that she called it, actually. But she's like, well, maybe it's just that. And what she was talking about was something that was not cancerous, something that was not harmful, something that would go away. But she said, I want to be sure, so I'll send you to get a biopsy. Okay. So, heart's pounding again. It's going there again. So I'm like, okay, I'm still having faith that it's nothing, right? Okay, I get the biopsy and mammogram at the same time. Mind you, I'm 29 years old, so I never thought that I would have to go through something like that. So I'm terrified. After the biopsy and the mammogram, you have to wait some time to get the results. I get the results. They wanted to do another biopsy because the first sample, I guess, wasn't good enough. So after I get the biopsy, I get the results. It's cancer. I would breathe. It just, all the emotions is, every time I think about it, it just brings it all back. Like from the day of me finding out, it's something that you never really get over. Even though this is, like I said, in 2017, now it's 2019. I get the results, it's cancer. So my doctor called me into the office, obviously, to give me that result. When she told me, I was actually, when my appointment came, I was actually at work. She called me, she told me the results are, I need you to come in. So immediately I knew something wasn't right because she wanted me to come in, and in her voice, I could tell, something was wrong. So luckily my doctor's office is literally 2 minutes away from where I work. So I leave work, go to her office. She sits me down. She tells me that it is cancer. And I feel like in my heart, I knew it even before she told me the result. And in that moment, I think I was in shock because I didn't show any emotion. And I told her, I was like, okay, can I go now? Like literally, that's what I said. There was no emotion. My face was blank. I didn't know how to respond. So I left. She gave me a copy of a paper and a referral to go to make an appointment to see an oncologist, which is a cancer doctor. So I'll go back to work. I'm still kind of in shock. I think maybe an hour passes. And then I'll call my husband and I tell him. And when I tell him, that's when the emotion came. That's when the floodgates opened. The tears came. The snot, everything. Like everything. That's when it just hit me. Like, this is real. This is really happening. And I couldn't believe it. Like, that's something that's very hard to believe, honestly. He tells me, oh, it's going to be okay. Obviously, like, what can you say? You know? But I'm still at work. So I finished my work day. Let's fast forward. I make an appointment to see the oncologist. Now, I've been referred to a hospital, a very, very reputable hospital. This is a hospital that I've actually been employed at in the past. I have relatives employed there. I literally worked at this hospital for 4 years. So going there for me wasn't a nerve-wracking thing. I have a lot of friends who still work there. So I make the appointment. I go, my husband and I. We do all the initial paperwork. Of course, they want to complete another biopsy to basically confirm everything, which at this point, everything's already confirmed. But we do that. We do another biopsy. They do mammograms. Everything's confirmed. At this point, I'm waiting to hear what treatment options they have for me. And if I even want to do it. So we get to that point. They tell me, okay, since you're so young, the safest thing would be to do chemotherapy.